Cowgirl Kind is a beef tallow skincare business based on high quality, small batches made with care and intention. All ingredients are carefully and thoughtfully sourced for the highest quality. It is an incredibly effective product. Cowgirl Kind is locally owned and handmade by Melinda Kirkby. Visit cowgirlkind.com. At Arena Mindset, we are empowering athletes to transform their lives by cultivating grit, resilience, purpose, and authenticity. We believe the mind is an athlete's most powerful tool, and by overcoming the challenges of mental performance, they can build unshakable confidence and achieve success in every arena of life. For more information, you can find us at arenamindset.net or on our Facebook page. I'd kind of like to get into your recent performance history. I know you recently went to the Art of the Cowgirl and had a pretty good show down there.
Yeah.
And I'm also very intrigued by your ranch rodeo experiences. It's not always this often that you see rank hours trainers kind of venture out into those other things. So I'd love to hear more about that.
Been going to the Art of the Cowgirl the last few years, and the World's Greatest Horseman was just like something that appealed. Like, boy, I want to win that. And I will be going back until I win that. But it's been really good. I was sitting second in the prelims a couple years in a row, and our finals just didn't go the way we wanted it to. But I will be back. The ranch rodeo deal, that was something I kind of grew up doing. Back home, we have what we call a 3-man team, and somebody would show a ranch horse where you'd box it, go down the fence, and you'd rope it. And then you'd have to have a calf roper and a bronc rider, and then we'd do a bunch of team events like team branding and sorting and just a lot of roping events. The ranch rodeo deal for me is super fun. Roping is probably one of my favorite things to do. I absolutely love to rope. And ranch rodeoing it's just a different kind of thrill. And I really do enjoy it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A whole other set of skills.
Yeah. It's something I just grew up doing it, and I grew up roping and doctoring calves. So it's just fun. It's nobody cares what lead you're on. All those little things are nobody cares. It's timed. It's,
in some ways, I'm sure it's less pressure, but in other ways, I'm sure it's more because you have a whole team depending on you.
Yes, well, and you have limited loops. So now you're feeling the pressure because you don't want to miss, and I never get to head anything. Every team I'm on, I'm a healer. I'm either healing or I'm front footing horses or whatever the team is on. I never get to head anything because woman headers are a lot more common than woman healers. Yes. So I kind of get the call more so because I can show the horse and I can heal. So I never get to head. But so I feel sometimes I feel the added pressure, cool, you did your job. Now I have to show up and do my job.
Yeah.
And healing's sometimes
hard.
A little bit harder.
Hard.
Yeah.
I did some roping, and my husband and I used to team rope quite a bit, and I tried to learn how to heal.
Yeah.
I was not a good healer.
Yeah.
It's so hard.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that sounds like fun. So tell me about your favorite events in the ranch rodeo stuff.
Oh, I think honestly, my favorite brand is probably the team branding. Team branding's fun, or the doctoring. I like to go fast. That's kind of when we're roping. I like to go fast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For sure. That's why you're so good down the fence.
Yeah. It's a big kind of, I can see that being,
Kind of helps.
Yeah, kind of helps.
Sure.
Yeah.
So you go to the Bruno rodeo,
Yep.
and are there other favorites you like to attend?
We went to Bruno this year, and we won the ranch rodeo. We won the horse roping, and then I won the ranch horse class, which there is kind of a bigger deal because it's very hard to win that there because it's the open, it's the whole rodeo. It's not just the women's, it's the boys and the girls. And I showed a horse on the boys team and the girls team. So I showed 2 horses, but we go to Bruno, and we don't get to go to as many just with the horse show overlap. Last year we went to the Pro-Am, which was pretty fun. My boyfriend Jared ropes very well, and he pro rodeo heads, and so when I get to go and like we get to be on a team, like it makes me feel like I'm something special because I'm like, oh my God, like he's a 7-header, like they want to rope with me, like like this, that's like ridiculous feeling, like it makes you feel special, like regardless of, you know, I'm not near that high numbered, you know, heading in the World Series, but like it's fun. Like this year I got to be on Jared's open team at Bruno, and like that was like for me, I was like, well, maybe it's not a big deal for you, but like, yeah, I can show the ranch horse, but like you guys think I can rope good enough to be on the team, like that feels good. Like that felt awesome. Like, you know, and like we were one of the only 5 teams overall out of the whole ranch rodeo that caught a horse in the horse roping. So like I felt like I did my job, like to where, but no, like the ranch rodeo is fun. Like it's a different pressure, but it is super fun. I do really enjoy it.
Laid back in some ways.
Yes.
But also you got a whole group
you
of
can sit
people.
around and have a few beers because like I can rope better and have a few beers, but like there's never drinking when there's horse showing. No. Like you go in there clear-minded, you never have a drink, but like ranch roping, you're like, we're roping. Like
I can have 2 beers.
I can have 2 beers. Yeah. Yeah. I can, once ranch horse class is over and I can't drink, like then I can have a beer or two, and like it's just better. I don't know, it's fun. Yeah, I enjoy being with those guys, and there's a certain respect for those guys that can rope as well as they do. Like it's awesome to watch.
Yeah. Well, and I think it's like anything, like if you're gonna be a really good roper, you probably have to have some decent horsemanship skills too.
You do. Like there is a point right there. Like you can rope good and you can have horsemanship skills and rope good. Yeah. And like those guys that can rope good and have horsemanship skills, like they stand out in my mind. Like especially like for me, like sitting around watching, I can be like, okay, you have no horsemanship skills. Like, yeah, you rope great, but the guys that do, like, you stand out, and it's a certain respect for them.
Mm-hmm. It definitely changes their success rate for sure.
It does.
In what I've noticed anyways.
I agree.
Yeah. And I honestly, it's kind of cool to see because I roped a lot more, you know, shoot, it's been over 10 years since it's been a big deal in my life. And just like peeking in on it every once in a while, you can see how the industry is changing and how it's becoming more prominent. People are way more worried about the horsemanship skills.
Right.
And
in the roping.
In those time events in general, right? Like you're seeing it more in the barrel racing, in the team roping, in the calf roping. Like people are way more concerned about riding correctly and being a good partner to the horse than maybe they were 10 years ago, 15
No, I
years
agree.
ago. Yeah. And it's cool to see. I mean, people are spending a lot of money on these horses and they're valuing them in a way that I think hasn't been the case maybe in years past. Yeah, it's really cool to see. So you and Jared ran rodeo together, but he's also been trying out some of the cow horse stuff, hasn't he?
He did. He showed one last year. Let's just say when he teach me a rope, it goes a little bit different than when I teach him a cow horse. It's not quite the same. I listen so much better.
You're not supposed to coach somebody you've seen naked.
You never. But it's so funny. Like when he coaches me, like, I don't know, like I feel like it's something that I've learned that is very important, but like I will swallow my pride any day to learn something from you. And when you do something better than me, like Jared ropes, I will swallow my pride all day long to learn from you. So like when I look to him when we're roping and I'm like, okay, what did I do wrong? I gotta know, like I want to fix it. Right. And like when we're cow horsing, it's just not the same. Like I'm like, you put your shoulders down, like shit's not right. And he's just like, I just don't know what I'm doing wrong. And I'm like, oh wow, okay, like we're going home together. Like I'm not going to yell at you the same way as I'm going to yell at somebody else I'm not going home with.
Yeah.
But like, I do feel like Jared's really enjoyed it. And I also feel like it's kind of humbled him in the sense that like, maybe it's not as easy as you think.
It's pretty stinking hard.
It is hard. Like this sport is like by far the hardest thing I've ever done. Like it's so humbling and oh my God, you're waiting for all the stars to align and your cows to be good. Seriously. And like, you know, you get a great cow down the fence and like you have a great day in the raining and then like all 3 cows in the herd work are great. And like, oh my God, what are we doing? Yeah. Like this hard.
Yeah. It's very hard. And there's so many variables. I mean, there's so much that is within our control and all that time and energy and work ethic really pays off. But in the long run, there's also a few things that are out of your control.
Oh, yeah.
And you really have to not only have skill and all the things that go with being successful, but you also kind of have to have everything just be the right day.
Yeah. I do believe that. Like, I mean, like we kind of joke about like the fraternity season is like it's all of us just basically like who is the best getting the most unbroke shown. Like,
Yeah.
like it's kind of just one of those things. Like we've all tried to prepare so much for it, but at the end of the day, like who can just kind of wing it and get it done?
Oh, yeah.
Like it's hard. Like you throw a horse and basically 4 cows together, like nobody can plan that.
There's a lot of minds at work.
Yeah, nobody can be like, yeah, I'm going to go be a 3 in the herd today. Like, it's going to happen.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to have a 4 down the fence. It's going to happen. Like, you may have the horse, but you may not have the cow.
If you figure out how to make it happen like that, you let me know.
Oh, I will. I will be the next fraternity champion if that's the case.
Amazing. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it's hard. So do you have some fraternity horses that you're taking down the road this year?
I do. I have one. I actually raised him, but my one of my clients, Sarah Riley, she's amazing. I love her. She bought him as a yearling, and I've got the chance to train and show him, and I am super excited. Like, we all know everything can change right now, but oh man, he's giving me all the feels. Like,
Love it.
I'm not sure where we're going right now. We're just kind of like, I feel like my biggest thing in my training deal with, especially with 3-year-olds, is like, I don't want to plan for anywhere. Like, I want him to tell me where we're going. And we've kind of just talked about going to the gym state with him and kind of seeing what goes after that. But he's the CR Got You Covered out of a Magnum Chick Dream Daughter that I had. And, man, there's lots of things I feel that I'm like, oh, he feels so good. Like,
It's exciting.
But it's, it's just hard. Like, even if you have a great one, that doesn't mean you're going to have any luck. So there's so many variables.
I'm in full-blown panic mode right now, so I'm glad you're feeling good.
I did see video of yours on Facebook, and I thought he looked extremely good.
thanks.
Like, especially from Annie's clinic. I thought you did a ton of work.
A ton of change.
Yes.
Yeah. Unfortunately, without having all the things that a great facility allows, he hasn't gotten the experiences that he needs, but he catches on quick when he does.
Oh, that's good.
So I've been very fortunate, but I'm hopeful it will go well.
I would take a good mind over talent any day.
And he's got both. He just doesn't have the best horse trainer or the most experiences that he should have. So,
Well,
he's got it all.
I mean, you've got him a long way, so I feel like
Well,
you're kind of
thanks.
cutting yourself short.
Thanks. Speaking of good fraternity horses, though, you had a great year last year.
I had a very good year last year. Like, funny, like, I had 2 fraternity horses to start with, and I called the one, he wasn't going to make it, and then, like, the Badaboon horse was my last horse. And we went to the practice Winnemucca, and I scratched. Like,
Did you practice
it
Winnemucca?
was so bad. Like, he sold up in the parking lot, like, had a total meltdown. Like, it was really bad. And then we kind of came home, and he just kind of started, like, coming around. And I told Jared, I was like, I'm going to let him tell me where we're going. Like, I had never dreamed of going to the Snaffle Bit last year. And we went to Filer, and we won Filer across the board. And I'm like, he won my entry fee. Like, I feel like we should go. Like, I just have this feeling, like, I need to go. Like, my goal right now is if we can go and I can make the limited open finals. Like, I haven't got to go to the Snaffle Bit in a really long time. I have not been since I went to Texas.
Yeah.
And I want to go. And so we're like, okay, like, we're going. I take that back. I did go one time when it was in Texas, but only one time. And so I bought a slot and we went, and that horse won a check at every show he was at last year. He made the limited open fraternity finals. We didn't have a very cow down the fence in the finals, and I mean, I just got my doors blown off. Like, it was, everybody just kind of joked, like, you got the worst cow of the finals. And I'm like, yeah, I kind of feel that way. Like, it was slightly like kind of very like being let down. Like, I felt like I was going to come back and be better, but I was top 10, and that was my goal. Like, my goal was to be top 10 in the limited if I could make the finals. And I felt like we accomplished all our goals, and we came home and we went to California fraternity. Our rain work didn't go quite as much as we wanted it to, but we got through it. We won a check, and we went to the Idaho fraternity, and we won the intermediate open champion. And
Yeah,
like,
he smoked it.
he was good. Like, he's very weird to be around, but he is so smart on a cow. Like he really is. Like, and if the fence work is his event. Like that is his class.
He looks good in all of them, but he definitely looks good on a
Yeah,
cow.
he just feels comfortable. Like I felt like it was really hard for him in the beginning to just kind of like be okay with like raiding around and like running. Like we kind of joked that like I don't know if he's gonna be able to run. And then like all of a sudden one day I'm like, this sucker can run. Like, and he just feels like I've never showed a futurity or derby horse that I'm like, okay, cool, let him out. Like, bring it.
Bring it.
Like, we're good.
Yeah.
Like, I trust you. Like, you're with me. Like, here you go. Like, come on.
Yeah.
And he feels that way.
Yeah. He's pretty too.
He's pretty. He's big and pretty. Like, I really have some hopes, like rope horse futurity in him. Like,
Yeah.
if we can kind of get down to Arizona in time, like, I would love to rope horse futurity him.
Great candidate.
I do too.
He's so
yeah.
pretty.
And now that like all those have changed on your numbers, like I could have a chance at showing in the limited. So that would be
heck yeah.
awesome.
That'd be great.
Yeah.
For sure. And did you buy him where did you buy him?
I bought him at the Reno sale.
At the Reno
Yep.
sale? Yeah.
Yeah. So I bought him at the Reno sale, and me and Brad Rothrock, we tied last year at the Reno fraternity, and Brad had the higher fence score, which broke the tie.
Oh,
Yeah.
man.
So good for Brad.
Yeah.
Sucks for me. But no, but like he was good. Like just one of those things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, he's turned out great. I always enjoy videoing him. I always know it's going to be pretty to work with.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah. And then you also, you had a real great bridal horse too, but you recently sold him.
I did. Spin and Twist Array. I've had some great success on. I actually bought him for a practice heel horse.
That's funny.
And he hates to be roped on. So everybody kind of laughed at me and they're like, oh, this great horse. Like, what are you gonna do with him now? I'm like, I have no idea. And I took him home and like, it took us a few years to get together and like, we just kind of became a team. Like,
Yeah.
like that horse was very quirky, but we mesh well. And like, he fits right in around here. And I would love to have kept him forever, but he was 12 and I felt like to build my places, I kind of probably need to sell him. So I sold him and Melinda Kirkaby bought him. And it is the most amazing fit. Like she went to her first show, swept the board in the non-pro boxing
she
spec.
killed
It
it.
was so awesome.
It was so fun.
And he was so good for her. And she's worked so hard to ride better and be a better rider for him. And I couldn't have asked for a better situation with that because I really didn't want him to leave my barn because he is a very special horse to me. He's my first superior rank cow horse award. Like he's just done so much for me, and I don't want him to go somewhere else and think they're going to change him because he's one of those horses like you're not going to change him. He is exactly what he is. You're not going to fight with him. You're going to pet him and love him and tell him good boy that what he does for you.
Yeah.
And Melinda bought him, and I could not be luckier.
She's great. And for those of you that don't know Melinda, she also is our sponsor. She has Cowgirl Kind and sells wonderful beef tallow skincare products. They're amazing. Check her out on
That's why I still like 26.
Oh, yeah, exactly. It's amazing. It's good
Yeah.
stuff. And she is as kind and sweet as she could possibly be.
Yep.
And talk about somebody who really wants to do well. Like she wants to do well.
so bad.
She puts in the work.
Yep.
She's humble and gracious and wants to learn. And what a great home for him.
We love Melinda here. Like Melinda kind of came to us a couple years ago, and like she just is great. Like she fits right in. Like we're very low key around here. Like we don't do drama. We don't do any of those things. Like if there's drama in your barn, it's probably because you don't have enough to do in my mind. Like I literally have enough to do.
Yeah.
I do not have time. And we love her. Like she's self-sufficient. She shows up. She does her own thing. She makes me lunch. Like she does like
so
she
sweet.
does the best things.
Yeah.
Like Melinda's great. Like I couldn't say enough things about Melinda.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's kind of been a big part of the program here, just believing in my program and coming here. And, at the time when she first came, like she brought me 3, and that was a big deal.
That's a big deal.
Yeah.
Yeah. And good owners can really, really help a program grow.
Yeah.
Like you find those people in your life that want your success and want to see you grow.
Mm-hmm.
And take good care of them for sure.
I wanted something bigger, and like having a house isn't it. Like, I feel like that's such a big thing in life, is if you're not willing to make the sacrifice of, not having materialistic things. Like, there was so long, like, I mean, I can remember at moments being like, I want this shirt so bad, but like, I can't afford that shirt. Like, not that I have the money now, but like, if I really wanted the shirt, like, I could probably buy the shirt, but like, I also have things I'm trying to build.
Yeah.
But if you want something bad enough and you can make the sacrifices for it, like, you can have it.
Absolutely.
Like, I know it's harder now than maybe when our parents did it, because I do see that difference in
It's expensive.
the economy and the money, but that there is a way. Like, there is a way, and I may not have a plan for half of the shit that I do, but I just know that, like, I'm going to do it.
Just
like,
keep going forward,
I don't know how
right?
I'm going to do it, but like,
This episode is brought to you by 27 Equine Marketing, the Northwest's premier equine photography and videography company, specializing in conformation and black background photos, as well as quality show reels and sell videos. For premium content, contact us to highlight your equestrian program. 27 Productions, creating digital content for the Western world. From music videos to Western wear and product promotion, we create engaging materials that connect with your audience.
I'm going to do it.
Keep moving forward.
Yeah.
Speaking of Melinda, she trains with you, she rides with you. So tell me a little bit about your coaching style, about, how you feel like, non-pro programs work well in your eyes.
So I feel like my non-pro programs maybe just a little bit different. Like, I'm not going to give you the Band-Aid to cover it up. Like, I really want to give you the tools to fix it. And I do feel like that maybe has been a little bit of difference between some of them not staying, and which is totally fine. Like, I tell everybody that comes here, like, you're not going to hurt my feelings when you leave. Like, if you find something that fits your program better, like, please do not feel bad about just telling me. Like, just tell me. Like, I want you to feel like you're enjoying it. It's your hobby. It is my job, but it's your hobby. It should be fun for you, and you should feel like you're learning. And wherever that is for you, that is what matters. I do feel like with mine, like, I really want to give you the real tools to fix the problems with your horse, because that is something that I wish somebody had done for me, instead of like Brandon was really good about giving me the tools to fix the problem. And I was overwhelmed at the time, but I was so thankful that he wasn't just giving me Band-Aids.
Right.
I don't want to put a Band-Aid over it. Like, I want to fix it.
And Band-Aids come off.
They do. Band-Aids come off, and like all your training tools and bridles and all the things that you can put on, like, they do come off. And I want to give you the real tools to fix the problem. So it hasn't fit some people, but I'm totally okay with that, because everybody is finding their own path. And I think that is so important for everybody to remember, that no matter what, like, we're all fighting our own battles, whether it's being comfortable or present in the show pen, or owning what we're doing, or, oh my God, swallowing your pride just to listen sometimes. Like, that is something that I have learned very well. Like, you're either going to swallow your pride and you're going to listen, you're going to learn something, or you're going to be in the same exact spot you are now a year from now.
Exactly.
Like, what would you rather do?
Exactly.
And I think that's a big thing for a lot of people sometimes. Like, we've all been there. Like,
oh, yeah.
Like, that can't possibly work. Like, well, sure. Well, okay. Well, they didn't even bother to try it. Like, you just shunned it off, but being able to swallow your pride and actually try it is a big thing.
It is, for sure. No, and I totally agree with you.
Yeah.
Like, if you don't put that pride away, and you're going to be stuck. I spent a lot of years in coaching, and it doesn't really matter what you're talking about in general. Like, if people aren't, and even as coaches, it's so valuable to go and talk to other professionals and get new tips and tricks and change with the times, because the other thing is, the industry never stays stagnant.
Never.
There's always new methods, always new techniques. I mean, the bar is constantly being raised in every sport, in every discipline across the world. And if you're not willing to look for those opportunities to grow, we are going to be stuck.
You're going to be stuck. Like Melinda was so funny at the last one. Like, I tell her, I'm like, you're not coming in here until you're set for the herd, like, and you're not, and she's at the end of the set, and I'm like, I don't even want you in here until halfway through the set. Well, I need to trot him for an hour. I'm like, we're not trotting him but for 4 horses. No, but we need to. And I'm like, and I walk over there, I'm like, you're going to stand here until 4 before you. And she jokes, she'll let me trot my horse for 4 minutes. I'm like, well, it was 4 horses, but you won your herd.
Yep.
With
She
the
did.
73.
At the bottom of a very big class.
Set. And we had great herd help to help. And we got her a couple cows that were still out there, but it was like, they're in, like, trust me, like, I'm going to steer you in the right direction. Like, I know that horse. Like, don't think I'm just out here telling you something to tell you something. Like, when I tell you you're only going to trot your horse for four people before you, there is a reason why. Like, we're all fighting different battles with the horses we have.
Yeah.
And I know that one. And
It's really easy to be in the warm-up pen and start looking around
Yeah.
and going, well, that person's doing this, maybe I should do that. Maybe.
well, that's exactly right.
I remind myself every time I'm in
Yep.
the warm-up pen, you are not trying to win the warm-up pen.
Yeah.
Stop it.
Well, and you're fighting your own battle. Like, maybe your horse needs an hour of trotting, and maybe that horse like Melinda's, needs 10 minutes.
10 minutes, yeah.
Before he's had air.
Absolutely.
But like, everybody's fighting their own battle and trying to prepare their horse in the way that they feel like they need. So looking around and trying to change something in that moment, or because everybody else is doing it, is a huge thing. Like, get to the show, stick to your plan, what your horse needs. Like, you walk into the pen, and we preach about it a lot. Like, what are your list of duties? Like, when we walk into the reining or the herd or the boxing or the fence or whatever, like, what are the things that you need to do to put your horse in the position to succeed?
Absolutely.
Like, that is what you need. That is your job. Because if you put your horse in those positions to succeed,
then you've done your job.
then
You've been a
done
good
your
partner.
job.
Right?
If it all falls apart and your cow sucks and everything does happen, then there's nothing you could do, but you did your job.
Yep.
Because that's all you can do is your job.
Just know that you can go home and say, I did everything I could.
Yeah, I did everything I could to try to put my horse in the position to succeed. And when we're at home, I feel like that is where we let all the failure happen. Like, cool, if he's gonna do whatever, like, I want it to all come out here. I don't want to save it for the show pen. I want to let everything happen here at home. Let it be ugly. Like, we are preparing him for the show pen. And by letting it be ugly sometimes at home is okay.
Yeah.
Like, every day it's going to be ugly on something I ride here. Like, there are moments that I'm like, oh my God, like, I'm supposed to show this, but like, being okay with the fact that like, it's going to be ugly before it gets better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a hard thing sometimes to wrap your head around, right?
It is.
Especially, I feel like a lot of us are perfectionists, and when things aren't going well, we want to like micromanage it and fix it and not let that horse fail. But a lot of times, like you're saying, here, let him
Yeah.
fail, and then show
Right.
him the right way, and that's
Because
harder.
what happens if we micromanage?
Then we're
We taught
constantly
him nothing.
Yeah, they're just
We
waiting
taught
on
him
us for
nothing.
the rest of their lives.
We sit there and we're just like, I put my hands down and like, what do you know?
Nothing.
And they're like, we're waiting for you. I'm like, oh, wow. Like,
Yeah.
I've taught you nothing.
That's
'Cause,
honestly probably
yeah,
the hardest thing for me.
it's very hard.
The hardest thing for me to do is I always want it to be right, and I need to like let them fail and then let them learn from that.
Yeah.
And that's a hard thing to do.
It is very hard. I had a buddy of mine right before Fort Worth last year. I went and rode with my buddy JD Thacker, and he worked for Nick Dowers. And so he was like, come on down, like, I can show you some things that Nick did. And like, we go down there, he's like, put your hand down on the flag. My horse never saw the flag. I was so embarrassed. I was like, wow, this is super humbling, like, at the walk. And I'm like, at the walk, he never saw the flag.
I've been doing too much.
We're going at the snaffle bit. And JD's kind of like, well, yeah, I kind of want him to see like what you've taught him. And I was like, well, he knows a lot if I can pull on him. Like, and he's like, yeah, but like, just put your hand down. And I'm like, he doesn't go with the flag. Like, this is really embarrassing. Like, it was super embarrassing for me to be like, okay, like, teach me something. Like, and he's like, dude, like Nick says, like, why are you working the flag at the trot? Like, if you can't work it at the walk, like, what are you doing? And I'm like, it was this very humbling experience. Like, I went down there the weekend and I spent it with JD and I spent it with Daryl Northcutt, and like, they were awesome. Like, I just, like, it made me really realize how much I had been micromanaging my horses. And I was like now I'm like, when I get home, I'm like, what do you know? And they're like standing there and the cow goes, and I'm like, cool, I didn't teach you anything. Like, so like, I need to go back and like explain it to you and like teach you where to go. And, you know, like, there's people like that out there that I so appreciate. Like, I've gone and rode with Annie a couple times,
Annie
and like,
Reynolds,
and
she's
I
amazing.
love Annie. Like, Annie has been so much fun for me to follow in her career and watch, because you know, being a woman and like seeing what she did with her career is amazing. Like, her whole story like is idolizing, and I like the fact that like Annie, like, we went to dinner a few times in Arizona and she invited me to come ride, and like, I love riding with Annie. Like, I always feel like I learned something and she explains it in a way that I'm like, I don't know why I didn't
It's so
think of that.
basic and black and white.
It's so basic and
It's
black and
crazy.
white, and that is like the biggest part of my program that I really do love, is that it is basic and black and white. Like, you're either pulling on them or you're not. Like, you're, you know, there's all these things that I really do enjoy about that, but like, I love riding with Annie. Like, Annie is so good in the things that she does and the eye that she has, and like, what I would give to just be in her mind for a day and
And talk about
understand
a
the way that she looks
pioneer.
at things.
Just
Yeah.
a pioneer in the entire industry.
Yeah.
Just insane amounts
Yeah.
of accomplishments, especially at a time where maybe it wasn't that easy as a non-pro and as a female.
Yeah.
And man, she has done it all.
All
She's
of
done
it.
it all.
Yeah.
And the number of people that she has helped shape. And it's so funny because you can almost pick some of those people out just by watching the way their horses lope around.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Like, it's crazy the amount of influence that she has had, even in the current big names that are out there. The
It
Shane
is a big deal.
Steffens and the Jake Telfords.
Yep.
And I mean, it's incredible.
No, I agree. Like, in Arizona, like, I went down the road with her a couple times, and like, I can remember riding my 3-year-old down there, and she's like, it looks like something I would ride. And I was like, oh my God, I did
That's
something
the best
right.
compliment
like, that was
ever.
the best compliment. Like, looks like something you would ride. Okay. Like,
I made the right choice.
I'm doing something good. Like, but like those little things, like, you know, we forget that like they're just people, but at the same time, like, when they say stuff like that and coming from somebody who doesn't hand out things like that, like, that is a compliment. Like, that was a compliment to my horse and to me, and the fact that like I trained him. Like, that felt good. You know, like, those little things, like, those are highs. Like, we have to live on those little highs because there's so many downs.
Oh man, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
You got to take the wins where you can get them, right?
Agreed.
Even if it's not,
Yeah.
even if it's not a win in the show pen, it's
Right.
you got to find the win.
Yes, whether it was that day, like, regardless of the score, like, I went out there that day and like, I did my job so that you could do your job, and it was better. Something was better. Like, if we based it on a win, like, we would never be happy. But basing it on, you know, that horse and that day, like, what you did better, like, that's what matters.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
That's the goal. It was my first year in the NRCHA. Went to the Montana show, and I was boxing. They called my cow out, and they were reworks, and they'd already been down the fence, and they just like shot, like they were
Leaving.
leaving.
Yeah.
And I mean, this cow just blows out of there. They called me off the cow, and the second cow comes out, same thing. I mean, these things are so trained, right? Well, my hat comes off on the second cow.
Oh no.
And I didn't realize that if you get off your horse, you're
Get
done.
your hat, you're done.
So I go to get off, and my trainer's screaming at me, "Don't get off!" And I'm like, "What the heck? I want my hat! Like, I'm just naked out here." You know what I mean? Well, and at that time, the rule didn't exist that you could wait and go later
Yeah.
if you got called off 2 cows.
Right.
So now my third one comes out. I got no hat. Called off this cow. I got 4 cows.
Oh God.
And I only had a hat for one of them.
Oh no. Yeah, that would be an embarrassing moment.
I was so embarrassed.
I've only ever gone, like, I went to a World Series one day and I didn't realize you had to have a hat that day. So I just took my ball cap, and I get there and they're like, no, you got to have cowboy hat or no hat. And I'm like, what? So like I braided my hair, and like that was the most awkward I've ever felt roping in my life. I was like backing in the box, and I was like, I'm naked. Like I have no hat. I have nothing to like grab, or like I feel super awkward. It was like the only time I've ever been horseback without a hat is the World Series, and I was like, I just don't feel right. Like this does not feel right. Yeah.
And then you're like, it's almost like your game's thrown off because you're like distracted by something stupid like that instead of just doing what you do.
What if my balance is thrown off swinging my rope? Like, what if I miss because I don't have a hat on? Like all these things that went through my mind. I was like, this is ridiculous. But like at that same moment, I was like, I don't have a hat. Like I don't even know how to ride. Like I don't know what to do with my hands. Like usually like pulling my hat down or
gotta adjust right before I call for my cow.
Yeah. Like I know what to do with my hands. Like I don't know what to do with my hands. Yeah.
Totally. The best is when somebody's hat comes off and then their horse spooks at it in the raining and you're like, damn.
Oh, don't run it over. Please
or
don't
they
stomp
on it.
Yeah.
Ah, it's not good. It's not good. Yeah. 2-pan tape though.
Yes, it does work good. I'm not gonna lie, I do use it. Yeah.
Oh man, it burns.
Yeah,
but it helps.
Yes.
So recently you got featured in the latest edition, July edition of Western Horseman, page 18, with a fabulous cover photo. I mean, stunning. So tell me about that.
So Western Horseman called last fall and wanted to do a story on me about basically kind of my life. Mm-hmm. And I was super honored to be featured in Western Horseman. Like I've had a lot of people I've known in there or idols that I've had listed in there. So that was super fun.
Magazine,
yeah.
For sure.
Yeah. It was really fun. Like the gal that called, she was awesome to talk to. And she was like, well, do you have any portrait photos? And I was like, no. You don't have any? And I'm like, no, like that's not really been like something I've done in my life.
Did you know a photographer if you need any in the future? So
yes,
you know,
I love that idea. Had I only been here, so I was in Arizona when she booked the photographer, and she had a photographer come out, and like the photos or the cover photo that's listed in there was like my first portrait photo shoot. So that was super fun. Very nervous in the fact that like I didn't want to look bad, but it was fun. Yeah.
Doing the what do I do with my hands?
Yeah, like I don't know what to do with my hands, but no, Brandy was awesome, and it was super fun. Like just getting to be featured in there, and like how many people from back home have called and basically said like, we can't believe like some small town girl like you has got in there. Like. I guess in a way, like maybe it doesn't mean as much to me as I think it means to some of them, because in my mind, like winning the snaffle bit is like making it, or like winning the world's greatest. But like to them, like making the world's greatest horseman or the Western Horseman is such a big deal. Like I forget about the things that maybe were in my mind the biggest thing, but to them that is the same as winning the snaffle bit.
It's a big deal.
It's a big deal. So like just kind of soaking it in, and like I've loved all the calls and messages. They've been so great, and like all the family and friends and people to support and clients and everybody, like my sponsors, like I cannot thank everybody enough for being in my corner. Like I hate to be biased, but I truly believe I have the biggest fan club at the shows. like
you do have a good fan club.
My fan club at the shows, like, oh, they make my day. Like they may not know it, but like all those guys out there and girls, like I hear you, and like I watch my videos and I hear you guys, and like it means a lot, like that you all back me and are behind me. Like that is, those are those feelings. Like this gonna sound super sappy, but like the feelings of those moments that we never forget. Like last year at the Idaho fraternity, like going down the fence in the finals, like everybody just feel like I can hear it. Like, like I still want to know who yelled "get ahead" in my video, because like I don't know who it was, but like whoever that was, like knew me well enough to tell me that. So like I'm curious who it was, and I can't figure out who it is. And
maybe they'll be listening and they can message you. And
because if they did, please tell me, because I want to know who you are, because you knew me well enough to say that. And like in that moment, like in the video, you say "get ahead," and like my horse jumps up there and like freaking gets him. And like, but it was like this just surreal moment. Like watching the video back, like it can almost bring me like just like a sappy tear moment
It was
because it
so
feels so
fun.
good. Like we have to live off those highs because we don't know when the next one is gonna be. But man, like I appreciate all the people in my corner. Like even if I don't know you, like man, I'm just a small town ranch girl just wanting to make it in the big world. And those guys that like, my God, at the Art of the Cowgirl, like a couple years, like the people that have messaged me and texted me are people I don't even know. I don't even know some of them. Like, but like seeing all the people that I do know, even like all those people that do message me, like it's so touching to see like who's in your corner because you don't know all who's watching sometimes. And, you know, they talk about maybe like, I can't remember exactly the saying, but they basically talk about like you're some little kid's hero out there.
Absolutely.
Like you're some kid's hero.
Somebody's
And it doesn't
always
matter
watching.
how big you are or how small you think you are. Somebody looks up to you and thinks you're their hero.
Absolutely.
And that is a huge deal.
It's a big responsibility.
It is.
It's a big responsibility.
And I have been so touched in the last few years at the people and the message and the text that I've gotten that I had no idea how many people truly stood behind me. And I think honestly, that is what I'm most proud of.
It's a great accomplishment. And I can
Like-
tell you just from my own personal conversations and experiences, you have a great reputation. I mean, I don't know much outside of our area, but I can speak for the people in this area that everybody that works with you and everybody that knows you knows that you're honest and that you're hardworking and that you're a no BS kind of person. Not the type of person you have to worry about stabbing you in the back when you ain't looking right. Like, and you have gutted it out to earn everything that you have. Like, it's not like there was nothing handed to you. And you have sacrificed in ways that most people would never be willing to. And for that, I hope you get all the success in the world because that says so much about your character and that you deserve it.
And like hearing you say that, like I couldn't ask for any more. Like that is really just what I want. Like, yeah, I want to win, but at the end of the day, like if that is my reputation, like that's all I really want.
That's a win.
Like I want to be the person that's like, dude, Dylan, like she's honest. Like don't worry about it. Like those are the things that I want to be. Like that is the person that I want to be. Like winning is a great added on bonus, but at the end of the day, like the things that you say, like those are the things that matter. Like I want to be a good person. Like I want people to know, like, dude, don't worry about it. Like, and you forgot your checkbook. Like I know you're gonna pay me. Like I'm not worried about it. Like those things mean more to me than anything to have the reputation that like, dude, Dylan's good for it. Don't worry about it. Like,
Absolutely.
she forgot her checkbook. Don't worry about it.
Right.
Like,
Yeah.
you know, or just the fact that like she's honest or she's down to earth. Like, I want to be that person. I want to be huge. Don't get me wrong, but I never want to forget about the things that made me where I am.
Well, you never want to sacrifice who you are, your
Yeah.
values, your morals,
Right.
in order to get those gold buckles.
No.
You know what I mean? That's not worth it.
It's not worth it. Like, I mean, I truly believe at the end of the day, when you wake up and you look in the mirror, like, are you the person that you want to be? Because I can look at myself and be like, okay, I do the best that I can every day. Not that every decision is going to be the right decision and it may not turn out the best way. But at that moment, like I made the best decision I could.
Right.
And I can look at myself in the mirror and say, I like the person I am. Like that is a huge thing. Like, and I think a lot of us forget that in wanting to be more or fit in. Like, oh my God, I've never fit in my entire life. Like, why would I start now? Like, I have a select group of friends that like I call friends, and they're my friends. Like, they accept me for me, and I am an odd human being because I am a girl in a man's world, and I just want to have a good reputation.
Yeah.
And I
And
want
you
to
do.
train good ones. Like, I want to be known to train good horses. And I want at some point, someday, when I am dead and gone, for somebody to say, hey, do you know her? She trained a good one.
Yeah.
That was a good person. That's all that matters. Like, nothing else ever matters for me, but that right there.
Well, I think you did a great job of proving that in Winnemucca when Melinda took over your bridle horse and had such great success. Like, honestly, I think that's a true testament when you can train a performance horse to compete at the highest level, and then you can step a non-pro on it, and that it can still be competitive and honest and reliable. That's a huge compliment to the person that trained that horse.
Well, I very much appreciate that. Like, it was maybe a funner moment and a more enjoyable moment than me marking that.
I was gonna ask you.
It was so much fun. Like,
would you have been more excited, or if you marked the 73 in the herd, or if she marked the 73?
Melinda marking that was like, when Melinda like yells, like she has this like unconventional laugh that like intoxicates the whole room.
Yeah.
And when she does that, it's like pure enjoyment. And like right there when she like gets done and she's like, ah, like that is like the best thing ever. Like, I couldn't have asked for anything better. That like, that horse was good for her, and I was sitting in her corner, and I, have nothing but thank yous for Flintley that helped me pick cattle. And like, we went through a couple reruns, and he was awesome. And Daryl that turned back, and Telford for being out there. Like we had a great turn back crew, but like, man, like it takes a team, but man, Melinda went out there, like she listened to everything I said, like for her to be present in that moment, and like she felt confident enough and relaxed enough in the situation with me. Like, I could hear you the whole time, and I'm like, I know you could listen. Like, you heard
You did
me.
it.
Yeah, like you drove these 2 cows out, because like I didn't tell her we had cows picked, because like I knew it would make her nervous. So I just told her, I was like, when you get out there, like, let's go cut what stands out there. And she's like, oh. And then we get out there. I'm like, hey, you're going to pick this cow. And she's like, well, how are you going to tell me? I'm like, because you've been thinking about it.
Worried about it.
I want you to just listen to me. Like, if you can't listen to me when you go out there, then we would have just had you cut the last cow.
Right.
But you walked out there and you were listening to me. And I'm like, oh, we got
She's
it.
got
Like,
it.
we just got to get you 2 cows set out there and put your hand down. And like, well, shoot, Lee's going to do his deal, and he's going to be awesome, and it's going to be great. And he was so good for her. And it was better than me marking a 75 in the herd all day long.
That's
like
awesome.
Her marking a 73 was, man, it felt great. Like,
The place was electric too.
oh, it
Everybody was so
great.
excited for her.
And like, I can't thank everybody enough that's been so excited for her in this process, because it's a huge process.
It's a huge process, and I mean, we all know the commitment it takes, the dedication, the money, the time, the sacrifice, the number of
Devotion.
missed family events, I can't afford
We have
to go
family
do
events?
that. I know, right?
Yeah.
Can't go on vacation. Sorry, I've got to pay for these horse shows. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, non-pros or open riders aside, I mean, everybody is putting in the sacrifice.
Yeah.
Every one of us.
It's a lifestyle at the end of the day. Like, I truly do believe that this lifestyle is not for everybody. Like, it's humbling, and it is life devoting. And especially if you want to be a trainer, like, this is our life. Like, I have been on one vacation in my entire life. Like, I have no idea what days off are. Like, my weekends spent days off are irrigating, because I can devote 7 hours a day to irrigating and riding my few select horses I would like to ride.
Right, yeah.
But, like, there is so much that goes into what we do. And every trainer out there has got things that are going on. And for me, it's irrigating, and, we take care of some cattle for some people, and we ride them. But like, all those things, like, there's no such thing as days off. And I mean, there are days off where it shows.
Yeah.
Like, there is no such thing.
Yeah. Well, and for non-pros, I mean, that is your vacation.
Yeah.
That is your day off.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's cool to see. It's cool when you see non-pros in a program where they're truly having fun.
Yeah.
And it really, truly does feel like they get a bit of a vacation. Not that, I mean, we're all taking it very seriously. Everybody wants
Yes.
to win. Everybody wants to do their best. They're getting up at 4 a.m. to go ride their horse. They're, you know
It's
what I
not
mean?
a vacation. Yeah.
But in the same token, it's good to see people smiling and having fun, going to dinner with their friends. Like, that's the way it's supposed to be. It's supposed to feel like a community.
No, it is. And I do think like for the non-pros, like, it really should be about, like, if you're in a program that you feel like you're succeeding every day in, and you're learning something, but at the same time, like you're enjoying it, like that's a program for you.
That's good.
When you leave a program and you're feeling frustrated, like that's probably not for you. And like, like, that is probably like my biggest thing for somebody, like find somebody that understands you, like, and don't be afraid to hurt somebody's feelings along the way. Like, go test them out. Like, go find somebody. Like, if they're a real trainer, you're not going to hurt their feelings. Because a lot of us, you know, like, there's just like few you may hurt, but there's a lot of people along the way that want to see you find where you need to be. And you might have to go to couple different places to find that, but it should be enjoyable and fun, and not feel like there are days we leave frustrated because like it is a frustrating sport.
It's so frustrating. Yeah.
But at the same time, like if you're feeling frustrated every day and you're not understanding, it's probably not the place for you.
Right.
Like find that place that like my learning level is this, like these are my goals, like what do you have to offer in that sense? Like, can you help me achieve those? Like, you know, like, but go do that for you. Like, this is your hobby. This is what you do for fun.
And spend a lot of money doing
Yes, we do this for a living. This is our job. It is not the same. So, you know, there's some people that maybe don't give you the time that you need. Like, there's maybe some people that charge a little more that don't give you. Like, there's maybe people that charge a little more that give you the time. Like, you find the place that fits you.
Right.
Like, regardless of funds, like maybe they're charging more for a reason. Like, maybe they're actually giving you the time of day, or maybe like they're just charging more because they really don't want you there. Like I hate to say that, but that is a thing. Like, find that place that you're like, oh God, I come here, I'm excited. Like, even if I leave here frustrated because like it didn't go my way today, like I learned something, like I'm going to come back. Like I have to use Melinda for an example. Like, we went to Winnemucca on Shootly, and like our first day in the practice, like it wasn't very good. There was a lot of things that needed some help. And then she came back in the non-pro boxing the next day, and I'm like, hey, like, God, there was a lot of things that were better. Like, good for her. Like, she went home and clearly she thought about this.
Right.
And then like for the spectacular, like she came back, and I'm like telling you, like she never slept. Like, she literally like sat there at night and was like, I'm doing this, this, and this. And she went out there and she marked this 71 and a half, and she marked this 72 and a half on a cow. And I was like, wow, like, that escalated. Like, I'm so proud of you. Like, you went out there and you did your work. And like, you took my instruction and you went home and you thought about it. And like, man, to me, like, there was nothing better. Like, you listened to me and you went home and you worked on those things and it worked for you. And like, I hope for everybody that there's a person out there that fits your Melinda story.
Yeah. You need to I think it's important to find a support system that wants to invest in you as badly as you want to invest in them.
Oh, for sure.
You know, and I think if you find those people that are genuinely invested in your success and your happiness within it, especially as a non-pro, like, we should be having fun.
Yeah.
Then that's your program.
No, that's exactly right. Like, I firmly believe that. Like, and you're going to go places, they're going to give you Band-Aids. Like, if that's what you want, like, that's fine. Like, I'm not trying to discount anybody, and I've had some people come here and it didn't work for them. I'm like, that's fine. But I'm not going to give you a Band-Aid. If you don't want to address your actual problems with your horse, I'm going to give you the tools to fix them.
Right.
If you don't want them and you want it to be more enjoyable, I am so understand that. Like, and I think that's a big thing. Like, I really do. Like, I cannot preach upon that enough. Like, that point, like, do not be afraid to hurt somebody's feelings. Just tell them straight up, like, hey, you're great, but this is not fitting me.
Right.
Cool. Not a big deal.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Like, I still want to see you succeed. I want to see you show. I want to see you go on. Just because my spot's not it, like, maybe as a trainer, like, my spot wasn't it at this person's place or that person's place. Like, it's the same thing.
Right. Absolutely. I agree.
You know, I know you've had to sacrifice a ton to get to where you're at. And if there are people out there that want to take the same road that you did and be a professional trainer and have amazing performance horses and try to go down the road and win, like, what would be your advice to them?
think my big advice would be that like materialistic things are very small to where like, like I know even being here, like I lived in this container for so many years and it's not like somebody built this container, like we did it ourselves. Like it's very rugged. There's an outhouse outside. Like it's not fancy.
So like to clarify, we're talking like a shipping container that you remodeled.
An 8x40 shipping container. Yeah.
Okay. And there's a bed in there. And
there's a bed, a shower, a stove, a sink, and there's a 55-inch big screen TV because like it's my bachelor pad, and a couch. Like and some
there's
dressers.
not a window.
There's no windows.
I did see an
That's how you
AC
get
unit.
caught. There is an an AC unit. Yes.
Yep.
Yeah. Windows are how you get caught because it is kind of illegal.
Kind of not supposed to be.
But like, like for me, like right there, it was like my sacrifice and the fact that like I haven't had a house. We did live in Jared's house the last couple years, and his grandma died recently, so we're moving out and kind of moving back into the container, which is kind of a humbling experience, I think, for Jared. But man, like it doesn't really bother me. Like we spend so much time outside, like it's not really a big deal to where like if that's the sacrifice I have to make to have the things that I have, like that's materialistic. Like I can still have all the things that I do and I go to shows and I look nice and I wear, nice jewelry or you wear nice clothes or whatever. Like that doesn't make a difference where you stay,
Right.
And if you have to make a sacrifice different than mine to get to where you want, like that is your sacrifice. But you have got to be willing to make a sacrifice to get what you want.
Absolutely.
Especially in this day and age, like, like it's a big controversy. Like I will always struggle with my mom and she's like, well, if I did this and like I could build this ranch and I could sell it for this, like, okay, well, mom, that was 1990. Like it's
a little different.
Same.
Yeah.
Like nowadays, like for me in the economy to buy a place right now and to be able to sell it in the difference of the profit my mom made in 28 years is not fathomable.
There's no,
right?
no.
Like there's no way.
There was so much long-term sweat equity and
Exactly. But there's also that difference between like my mom made $30-$40 an hour in 1980 something logging trees.
right.
I can't make that today riding horses,
Right.
in the fact that that's going to be what the wages are. Like I can't exactly explain it, but like the wages, like for what the economy is, like she made $30-$40 an hour back then. I think it was like 35
And
enterprise.
those jobs are few and far between still now.
Yeah, and that was in the 80s.
But the cost of everything has
That was in
doubled.
the 80s. They paid a quarter for fuel. Cool. It takes me all day
Yeah.
to make what I make, and fuel's $4. Like it doesn't calculate. But at the end of the day, like I do believe like maybe it's not going to be your ideal dream. Like none of this was my ideal dream. Like I always thought by now, like
We'd
I'd
always
be
like it to
like
be easier.
world champion.
Yeah.
But I do believe like if you can make the sacrifices for whatever it is that you need, whether you can buy 2 acres, like buy 2 acres, like do your thing, make your money, like sell it, buy another one, like do whatever you have to do to get to where you am, like to where you want to be. Like it doesn't really require a plan, but like buy your own. Like I feel like there's a big misconception of how I've built things. Like, and I will be very like upfront about how I built things here. Like how I built things here was like the place I sold in Alturas paid for my property here. And like property was a little bit cheaper, but like I bought the land outright. So I own this place. And everything I did here, I sold something for.
Right.
Like it wasn't about the outside horses I rode, because those just paid the bills, right? Like that just paid your truck payment and you paid your phone and you paid your electricity and all those things.
Hay,
Like
grain.
yeah, all
overhead
the
and-
things.
yeah.
And everybody knows I have a lot of my own. Well, I know that if I sit around and wait for somebody to bring me all these show horses to show, I could be waiting forever.
Right.
And at the same time, if you're not seen in the show pen,
You're irrelevant.
how do they even know you exist?
you're totally
So it's kind of like a catch-22. So like I kind of made the decision like, okay, I need to buy my own. And I don't know how I'm going to afford to do my own and ride outside horses, but I'm going to figure it out. So I bought this place. I have a little hay ground, and the hay ground really gives me an opportunity to have my own, because now my hay kind of factors into feeding my own.
Right.
And every year I sell a couple of them. And those horses that I sell are the investment that I make in my bank account, basically. Like, they're my savings. I buy them, I ride them, I devote my time, and I sell them.
Right.
Those horses pay for the improvements. You know, like, those are the things that the lump sums that make something.
Yeah.
Your everyday horses you ride every month, those pay your bills.
Yeah.
But those lump sums,
Yeah.
like when you ride one and you sell it for 60,000 or 40 or 20 or whatever it is that you get,
Right.
that lump sum is something you can put into your property.
Right.
And like, that is literally what I've done here over the years. I would sell one and I would build something, or I would buy more pipe and we would build it. Like, all those things, like, those are the sacrifices I've made to have something now. And at the end of the day, like, yeah, I made all those sacrifices and I still don't own a house. I haven't had a house in 10 years. Like, I literally like furnish my mom's basement. Like, she has my buckle table, my couch, my beds, like all these things. But at the end of the day, like, I could have a house, but I wouldn't have all these things. Like, that is a choice that I made.
Right. Your priority is in
Yeah.
growing your business and your facility, and
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, if I had a husband and a family, it would be different maybe, but that's not really, like, a family's not really something that I want, to where, like, my career is something I'm very selfish in, to where, you know, that's for me.
Right.
So for me right there, being selfish in that, like, I want a facility.
Yeah.
I want them to come here. Like, I want them to invest in me. Like, I'm gonna do the best I can to help you.
Right.
And that is the best I can offer you in my program.
Yeah, for sure. Well, you're doing a great job of it. I mean, one thing I really admire about your facility is everything that you've done, you're doing it right the first time, which is hard sometimes, right?
It's so hard.
It's so hard. Like,
Yeah.
there's always the cheaper option, the faster option,
Yep.
the easier option. And unfortunately, at my own place, I made some of those decisions early on, and now redoing, right? And
It's hard.
That's the expensive way to do it
Yeah.
in the long run. You know, we always think that there might be a cheaper way, but it doesn't end up being cheaper that way. So
It doesn't, like, you know, I watched my mom do that a lot, to where, like, you know, she always preached to me about, like, if you're going to do it first time, you might as well just do it right. And I'm like, okay, like that really impressed upon me, to where, like, when I did it here, being like, this is the third property I owned, like, cool, like, I'm going to do it, like, I'm going to do it right, because I don't want to come back and fix it. Like,
No, you
it's so
don't.
much time and money, and, like, I don't want to come back and fix it. I want it to be right the first time. And that's a big thing.
and the older you get, the less you want to work on it all.
I spend basically my weekends like riding show horses and catching up on things, but like, I irrigate. Like, I have, you know, 12 acres here that I irrigate, that I own. And then for some god awful reason, I thought that I should lease 30 acres across the road, because that would be so
That's such a great idea.
That'd be so great to have all this hay. So like, I spend so much time irrigating, and
Yeah.
but I mean, at the same time, like, I'm working on hiring some help right now, and I'm very excited for the gal I have in mind coming.
That'll be good.
I don't want to say any names, because don't want to
jinx it yet.
but like, I am super excited about it. She's going to give me a lot of opportunity to not have to babysit, and, you know, just help me, and I'm very excited about that.
That'll be cool.
Yeah.
That'll be really cool.
Because I want to do the best job I can for everybody. And it's so hard when you have, you know, too many, and I'm not saying I have too many now, but I have.
But you want to grow.
But I want to grow, and I want to have enough that I can, you know, make sure I'm spending enough time with everybody.
Absolutely.
And I think like that's very important, and I feel like it's something that some people get it kind of taken advantage of.
Yeah, for sure.
And I feel like, unfortunately, every person I have in my barn has a horror story.
Oh, yeah.
About where they came
It's
from.
everywhere. Yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
I think everybody that's been in the industry for very long has at least one.
And I think that's, you know, like, I understand if my program doesn't fit yours, and I'm all for it if you leave and go somewhere else, but I want to be that person that gives you something that nobody else does. Like, that is the biggest part of my program. Like, I feel like I really want to imply upon, like, I want to be the person that, like, actually rides your horse and tells you, like, what I think about it, or like where we're going, or what we're showing, or, you know, like, not just take advantage of the fact that like, oh, they don't really know. I can just kind of,
Yeah.
get paid. But like, I want to do the right thing by everybody. Like, I want to make everybody happy.
Yeah.
And I think that's something that some places don't have to offer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, the fact that that is such a in the forefront of your mind, I mean, that says a lot, right? Like, if it's something that you're so conscious of and aware of, then typically it's something that you hold up to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've seen it. I know people that I've been disappointing with, and I'm like, man, you didn't write it. How can you have an opinion, or like the things that like you did you really try? Like, I want to really try. And when I call you and be like, hey, I called a friend of mine last week and I was like, hey, come get your horse. She sucks, huh? Yep, she sucks. Man, like it was the biggest compliment he said. He goes, that's why I sent her to you. And I was like, oh, because I knew you'd tell me if she sucked. And I was like,
And not just take the money every month. And
yeah,
keep
like,
riding it for no reason.
it reassured me that what I'm doing is the right thing. It's the right person that I want to be for myself. He's like, well, I just knew if I sent her to you and you said she sucked, you'd tell me. And I'm like, yeah, I don't want to ride her anymore. You can come get her tomorrow. And he's like, I'll be there tomorrow.
But the good thing is that person will probably remain a client with you for years and
probably
years
another
and
one.
years to come.
He traded it out. And
Yeah.
he's like, I want to know what you think of this one.
He can rely on the fact that you'll give him his
Yeah.
opinion and not just collect the money.
But that's a huge thing. Like, the honest opinion of like, I'm not just going to sit there and take your money. Like, if I don't want to write it, I'm going to send it home.
Yeah.
Because like, I'm at a stage in my life, like I'm 35 years old. Like, I don't start my own horses anymore. I have a colt starter. I'm not going to reveal his name because I don't want it to be a secret, because he's kind of the best. He's done a great job for me, but like, I send all my 2-year-olds to him and he's been awesome. And I love riding behind him. Like he has all the right things that I want. But I don't have to do that anymore.
Right.
I don't have to take that stuff. I don't have to take the ones that don't make me feel safe. Like, if I feel unsafe at this point, like, I'm going to call you to take it home, because I am beyond that fact. I don't have to do that anymore.
Right. Yep.
And so, yeah, when you send one and you're like, well, how's he feeling? He not feeling real very good. Like, really? Yeah. Like, I'm not going to lie to you. Well, like, just like the one he brought me the other day, he's like, well, how do you feel? Felt pretty green. Oh, I'm like, well, yeah, like, I don't know where he's been, but feels pretty green.
Feels pretty green,
Yeah.
yeah.
Like, I mean, honesty is the best quality. Like, I'm a firm believer at the end of the day, like, we all have to try to figure out how to sugarcoat things a little better sometimes for some people. But at the end of the day, honesty is your best quality.
I agree with you entirely. Entirely. Yeah, dishonesty is one of the things that will destroy your reputation the fastest. And what do we have if we don't have a reputation?
Yeah. Well, that's exactly right. Was somebody going to go home and be like, well, Dylan told me my horse was a piece of junk.
Yeah. Well, is your horse a piece of junk?
I didn't want to ride it anymore. So, I mean, like, I didn't want to take your money. Like, you can tell whoever you want. I didn't want to ride it. But, I mean, at the end of the day, like, do you want to ride it?
Exactly. Why?
Yeah.
Are you enjoying this horse?
Yeah. If you're enjoying him, that
Great.
is so good
Fabulous.
for you. I am so glad, but I don't want to ride it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I could have lied to you and said, oh, he's doing great. I'm going to take your money for the next 6 months.
Right.
No, you can come get him. But I want that reputation. Like, I want that honest, straight to the core. Like, Dylan told me my horse sucks. Like, for what you want to do, maybe it's good.
Not
But
the
for
right
what
choice.
Dylan wants to do, not so
Not the
good.
right
So you do what you choose is right. And like I told him, I'm like, hey, I think your money is spent in somebody else's program. She is not fitting here.
Right.
If you want to send her to somebody else, go ahead.
Right.
But she is not fitting here.
Right.
So then it still gives you the opportunity. Like, if you want to try somebody else's, so be it.
for it, yeah.
But it's not mine.
Yeah.
Well, and everybody has a different style they like, or a different challenge they want to take on. So there may be another place, but
Yeah.
absolutely.
Yeah.
No, I think that's all great. I think you're on the right path on that, and I think you've done a good job of building a good, solid reputation. And like I said, if we don't have that, what do we have?
No, you're exactly right. And I'm like, it makes my heart happy to hear that, because those are like the most important things to me, like at the end of the day.
Yeah. Well,
I think you're doing great, and
I know I've really enjoyed riding with you, and the information that you've shared with me and the knowledge, I still apply it all the time.
Oh, that makes his heart so happy.
Absolutely. I'm one of those people that loves to ride with all kinds of people and gather as much as I can, and you've definitely been one of those, so I appreciate it very much.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, and I definitely appreciate you spending the afternoon with us.
Yeah, this was great.
Yeah, absolutely. It's been fabulous. And we'll see you at Gym State.
Yeah, we'll be there.
Yeah, all right. Well, thank you all for riding along today, and don't forget, use more leg.